Kelsey.
Boom, boom, boom. Kelsey got a piece of pizza in her hand.
Pizza.
Yeah.
What's the pizza from?
The pizza's from Zeke's Pizza. Pizza and Wigs.
Zeke's double Z-E-K-E-S.
Zeke's.com.
I haven't tried it yet.
It's delicious.
I cannot
It
wait.
is so good. I could
really
not
good?
wait.
Eat it right now, Kelsey. Let us know how this is for the feeders out there.
Oh, they want to plump her up.
Those guys.
Don't worry, I do plenty of that on my
Tired,
own.
dude.
No one needs to do that because I do plenty of my own. Okay. Tony said that Zeke's Pizza, which also we have Zeke squared because producer Zeke, and then
Not to
now-
be confused with Zeke, our producer.
Yeah. Now Zeke's Pizza right here in Tempe, Arizona. Absolutely delicious. I was waiting all day to be able to eat because I usually don't eat on Thursdays, we know, because I'm filming all day and it's like crazy. You guys, this is so good. And their pizzas are huge. We don't even have the
Yeah?
biggest one. Like they gave us pepperoni pizza and it's not even the biggest one. And I mean, if you need to know how good it is, it's like grease running down my hand. I don't even care.
Yeah. She was
even
eating
care.
in the car.
I'm telling my
She
secrets,
brought
Tony.
the pizza box in her lap in the front seat and was like, I'm going to eat it right now.
I thought she said she hadn't had anything to eat all day.
Well, except for the one piece of pizza that was like 2 seconds before I got into this.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, welcome to
Shout out to
Scaredycast,
Zeke's,
everybody.
man.
First official recording of 2024.
Yes. Happy New Year, you guys.
That's sweet. So they're sponsoring us?
Yeah.
Fucking rad.
I know, right?
How cool is
Hell
that?
yeah.
Dude, 4 days into 2024, we got a pizza sponsor.
Boom.
I mean,
Fuck yeah. It's going to
And
be our
for all the
year.
foodies out there too, I was talking with Ed. Shout out to Ed from Zeke's Pizza. We were thinking that we could go there, do a little taste test. I guess they have crazy wing sauces for their wings.
Oh, my God.
He was talking about ghost pepper, hot mustard.
do you
It's
like
a little
hot
scary.
wings? Like hot wings? I don't either.
I'm going to die if we do that. It'll make good content,
We
though.
hope it's going to be our first and last pizza sponsorship
Yeah.
because we're all never going to be able to talk again.
We're like, I think this is illegal. You can't sell this to people. This isn't for human consumption.
Well, Kelsey was going to tell us a ghost story, but she's chowing on that pizza. So while you chow on that pizza,
Yeah.
we'll talk about some movies.
Let's
Hell
do
yeah.
it.
I sat down last night and I watched a movie called Body at Brighton Rock.
I've seen that. I
Have
know what
you?
you're talking about.
It sounds okay. So he was talking about this on TikTok.
Wait. Hold on. I want to like whisper, like, is it the one that? But well, just keep going.
You'll find
Okay.
out.
Keep
Doesn't
going.
it? Okay. Doesn't it sound English like Brighton Rock? That sounds English to me.
Brighton is.
Oh, Brighton
Brighton
Rock.
Rock.
I don't remember if Brighton is a place in the UK or Australia or both, but Queen has a song called Brighton.
Yeah.
I'm just wiping
it was
pizza
one of
grease on
those.
myself.
What?
Keep going.
She's just slobbering. She's getting pizza grease all over herself.
Eating the pizza like the Tasmanian devil over there.
Pretty
That's
soon we're
just
gonna
a
hear
problem.
like each finger, like Kelsey, not
That's
in
the
the
problem.
mic.
We're gonna get pizza every week, and this
Not
is gonna
in
be a
the
problem for
mic.
me.
Well, we'll get here earlier next time so
Oh,
we
there
can
you
actually
go.
enjoy and
There's
sit
a good
and eat
idea.
before we record.
Thank you.
I had come across this movie a lot. I think it was on like Amazon Prime or Peacock or something. But like anytime I'd be scrolling around for a movie, it was there. And now it's on Max. So last night, I'm like, I'll throw this on and see what's up.
What's the
'Cause-
premise? What made you
Don't
click on
ask
it?
that.
What made you click?
Don't ask what the premise is.
Well, it's
Oh
very
my
Dare you.
god! Yeah, well,
It's very simple premise. A park ranger, she's a little inexperienced, so to say, and finds a body in the woods, and there's a bear. It's very prominent in the thumbnail that she's facing down a bear. Every imagery you see of this movie, bear. So I'm like, all right, she's gonna find a body.
Cocaine
Obviously,
bear.
this body was killed by a bear, and she's gonna have to fight this bear, escape, things like that.
No bear.
This movie is an hour and 28 minutes long.
That's not a very long movie for
the
today's standards.
bear shows up about an hour and 20 minutes in. The only danger in this movie is the girl herself.
yeah.
At no point is she in any real danger other than to herself.
Like the cliff is the worst. Like the height that she is the worst danger than this.
She's like, Yeah, she's like putting up flyers about like, oh, put out your campfires and shit like that.
Yeah.
This is the worst park ranger I've ever seen. Inexperienced, to say the least.
Like one of the Three Stooges.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like she loses her map, loses everything that could go. Like her phone dies immediately.
Yeah, yeah.
So she's out there, finds this dead body on the ground. Okay?
Is it a? Oh, see, I want to ask questions, so I
Ask
know it's
questions,
the
what?
movie. It's like it's a dude, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and is he wearing like a blue jacket or something?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I know exactly what
Yeah.
you're talking about. I've seen this like
When
forever
did-
ago.
like when at what part does she find the dead body? Like within the first few minutes of the
Within,
movie?
What,
like,
first 15,
yeah.
20? Yeah.
Okay. So you're like, oh, it's like a mystery, murder mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the face is all messed up because it's been mauled, and he's like he's dead body. So she radios in. She's like, "Oh, found a dead body out here." But she's like, "Oh my god, I found a dead body. What do I do?" Like that. And the ranger dudes are basically like, "Yeah, well, it's gonna take us some time to get out there to you, but we know where you're at.
Yeah.
So we need you to stay there with the body, though. For I don't know why, but they're like, we know
So
where
she
you're
doesn't-
at."
She doesn't lose it.
And then so she's like, she has to stay there with this body. And then it starts getting dark. Okay. And then she's trying to sleep and she starts hallucinating and freaking out. She's acting like she's on day 7. Like she's been out lost in the woods for like a week. Like
No food, no water.
no food, no water. She's hallucinating. She's
Ate like the wrong
seeing things.
mushrooms.
Yeah. But she's literally been out there for like 5 hours.
This is your job, lady. Like
Yeah, like she's the last person
you
I'd want
save
to like.
people that are going through what you're imagining.
Yeah,
Like
it's her job, and she's been out there for like 5 hours.
yeah, it's
okay.
like a
I
half
feel like
a
I
day.
could do better in 5 hours, and that's saying a lot.
There's a part in this movie she maces herself.
What? What is she trying to? She trying to mace the
She
bear?
starts seeing this body get up and like follow her around and move and stuff because she's hallucinating because I have no idea
Starving.
why.
She hasn't had Starbucks in
She hasn't
6
had
hours.
Zeke's Pizza in at least 2 minutes.
She goes to, she has like bear mace and she goes to spray the body with it because it's coming after her. But then she snaps back into it and there's no body there, it's still laying on the ground. And then the wind blows the mace back into her face. But then she just goes and washes it out with some water.
Oh, that's all it takes.
Oh, and then she's fine.
Bear mace. Just here's some Dasani. I'm okay. The next day comes. There's no bear. There's no danger. This is in the horror section.
Maybe the horror is like
There's
how
no
bad
horror.
the movie is. Like the time that you wasted watching it.
No scares. A weird man shows up
Another man?
yes.
and he like examines the body real quick and he's
Why
like,
is she letting him touch the body?
I don't know, because she doesn't know what the fuck she's
She's
doing.
just bored. She's like, well, I need something to happen. Go poke it.
She's like, is it moving for you too?
Oh my god.
And then he's acting
Here, try this.
weird.
Doesn't mace
Try this
him.
peyote.
She maces herself accidentally, but doesn't mace this strange guy who happens to come up to them in the middle of the woods where the dead body is at.
She breaks the radio
Ma'am.
at one point. Like,
Oh my God.
dude, she's just
Honestly,
the
she
worst.
sounds like one of the ones that you're like, I just want you to die. Like
Oh,
at this point,
God,
you're like,
yes.
you just
That
need
was
to
like
die.
me
Yes,
in that
I
fucking
was-
shark movie. I just was like, die already, please.
I was like, I don't know where this bear is at, but I hope he eats this lady.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the guy just leaves, and she goes through the night. She's freaking out, maces herself, whatever. The next day rolls
She
around.
maces herself after he leaves.
The next day rolls around. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get out of here." Like she starts leaving. It's like you could have left yesterday. if
You were
were just gonna
supposed to
leave.
stay anyways.
Also, shout out to her coworkers who obviously hate her and were
God,
like,
yeah.
I want this bitch to die too. Like,
Yeah, right.
this is the excuse that we needed to abandon her
She
in the
literally
forest.
the day before she even sees the dead body.
They planted the body there so she would
it's
find
not even.
it.
It's
Probably.
plastic.
Oh, we're coming. We'll be there in maybe
Hang
like another
out.
8 hours.
She texts them.
Radio's broken. Sorry.
She sends them a text is like basically like I'm lost. They're like, just turn around and go the way you came. You'll be back. They literally like turn around, come back the way you came. You'll be back in like an hour. Like it's whatever.
So maybe like
wasn't
3
even that
miles
far
away.
away.
So next day she's like, I'm leaving. I'm gonna go back, I guess. And then the bear shows up.
He's like, you
The
thought.
bear
Yeah.
has
Where you going?
has a screen time of about a minute.
No,
I'm not joking.
it's a CGI bear.
No, it's a real bear.
A real bear.
The bear claws her ankle up real bad.
Ooh.
So her ankle's all messed up. She's like, ah, she's kicking the bear in the face.
Yeah, stupid bear.
She kicks this bear in the face. And then she starts crawling away. And she gets the bear mace out and sprays it, but then it breaks. The handle doesn't work.
So fucking dumb.
So she
Already used all of it on herself.
She went all this night just being hopeless and helpless, but now she
She's
knows.
like badass.
Now she knows if I break the top off of this bear mace thing and I smack it, and then I get my lighter out and spray it, it turns into a flamethrower. It's
Shut up.
She turns into
Stop.
MacGyver and like instantly.
After she almost killed herself like 20 times.
Yeah.
She sprays the mace into the lighter and it shoots like a foot-long flame. And the bear is just like, what are you doing?
It's Smokey the bear. He's like,
And
only
then
you
the bear,
can force fire.
after she like shoots this little flame, the bear is like, all right. And then just fucks off.
He's like, wow,
That's
that's
the end of
pretty
the
cool.
Then all of her coworkers and the other people show up.
I really hate this so much.
I
don't
was
even watch it.
so mad at this movie because I'm like, you got a bear everywhere in the advertising for this movie, okay? It's in the horror section. And I sat there for an hour and 20 minutes. No bear, no horror, no scares, no danger, other than watching this girl. Oh, I forgot.
Hey, her ankle got clawed up.
The man who shows up while she's trying to leave, she's climbing up this cliffside. The man shows up and attacks her.
And a what?
Attacks her?
Attacks.
What's
Attack.
Oh, and attack. I thought he. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
He shows up and starts attacking her on
Oh
this
my
cliff.
God.
Like
No.
grabbing her ankle?
What are you doing?
No reason. We don't know why.
And then he just
works
goes
for the
away?
Bears.
She kicks him off the cliff. Kicks him off the cliff.
We got 2 bodies at Brighton Rock here.
Oh, no. We only have one body.
Oh.
Wait, what?
I thought you saw this movie.
I have.
I know what
I'm
you did
trying
last
to add to
time.
the.
Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry. I'm a tag team. Sorry. I forgot where I didn't know that.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It turns out.
It's fine.
It turns out. You want to tell him?
No.
Tell him.
No.
He doesn't remember.
I don't remember. I don't know. I've never seen this before.
The man was the ghost of
the guy?
dead body.
Shut up.
I've never yelled.
Oh, you wanted horror? That's right. Make him a ghost. All right.
I've never yelled "fuck off" so much in my life while watching a movie.
Your
You know
poor
how
family in there is
mad
just
I
like,
would
shut
be?
up.
I was so mad at this movie.
I'd be
Again, Letterboxd, it got half a star.
Ooh,
Damn.
and a gif of someone doing.
Oh yeah, I
this.
did that. I gave him a stinky.
Yeah, it's poo poo.
You did
Did you
that?
guys? Yeah. Did you guys watch any movies?
Stinker. I'm trying to remember.
Real
Nah.
quick, then, while you guys figure out, before New Year's came around, this isn't a horror movie. I just want to give everybody in the world a little piece of advice to go on Netflix and watch RRR.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They
Did
would
you?
not shut the fuck up about this movie. I swear to
Hey!
God, we spent 45 minutes in the car
Look,
driving
dude.
here, and they were
This
talking about
movie,
RRR.
this movie's the definitive like textbook hashtag. If you know, you know.
Oh my god, yeah.
Tony
like-
doesn't like American movies anymore. He only wants to watch Bollywood, which
Oh my
I don't
God,
blame you,
dude.
but like,
It was incredible. Like,
Tony said it was like the most. It's like one of the best movies you've ever seen.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes.
If you know, you know.
If you know RRR, you know, like
that's
I don't
why-
even remember. It has everything.
It has everything, and the best thing is to not tell anyone anything about
Oh
it.
yeah, don't watch any trailers.
Yeah.
Just go on in and watch.
And just hold on to your seat because it is a.
Oh
it
my
is
God.
Just, it's like a theme park in a movie.
Yeah.
You experience different. You just have to see it.
when
Well-
you
You
just
think
have to
that
see it.
this movie can't go any harder,
Oh,
it goes harder.
turn it up.
Oh
Yeah.
my god! Like there's one point in the movie, I yelled at Brighton Rock. Buddy at Brighton Rock, I was yelling "fuck off." RRR. There was a point where I screamed, "Holy shit!" in this movie.
You still haven't watched this yet, Kels?
Something it caught
It's
me.
3 hours.
Let's do a watch party.
Oh my god, yeah.
All right, I'll do a watch party with you guys if you want to watch it
Let's
again.
do a watch party where everybody gets to see. Oh, maybe we should make that some Patreon content.
Well, maybe better go to patreon.com/scaredycast.
So good, and we will laugh our asses off. It's such a fun movie.
I know, and they kept on saying, they're like, oh, there's this hot guy in it. And I was looking, and then I was showing him pictures. So like, I'm not sure if it's that guy or not. And I'm like, which guy's the hot guy? Show me the hot guy.
They're all hot
You'll
guys.
know. You'll
They're all
know
hot.
though. There's like the hot guy.
Yeah.
Always
he-
oiled up.
Always. And like right away, you're kind of like, oh shit, this guy. Whew. Like that's a lot of man. Like as soon as and he's so intense. Like you feel the intensity, and it's just like, oh my ovaries. Like you know what I'm talking about though.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
These are in love.
She gonna get wet.
Oh, please.
Gosh.
Gonna get.
The new year, we're already starting off, folks. So RRR, Netflix.
Did you watch any movies?
I don't think so.
I watched a movie, but I really want to talk with you guys about it.
Yes.
Hang on, real quick. Brian, it's been 2 weeks since we recorded a show. You didn't watch one movie?
Dude, I don't think so.
Damn.
I'll say this. One, it's been the holidays. I've been busy. All right, I've been home a lot. I've been home a lot. A lot of times I've been going by my parents' house, going
Yeah,
over
okay,
doing
now.
you know
All
what I'm
right,
saying,
now, all right, now.
But
Are we
another
catering
thing
down
is,
to our Deep South audience
look,
right now?
we all
Dinger,
we
banger.
we all been going through things.
Oh,
You know,
God.
we all been going.
Oh,
through
we've been
things.
going through things. It's already New Year. We're
Yeah,
going through some
you know,
things.
and everybody's going through shit.
It's
You know,
hard
I think we just had a tsunami and a hurricane, not a hurricane, earthquake today in Japan.
Oh,
Probably.
shit, really?
Yeah, like shit's 2024 is off to a rough start already. And what I've been trying to do, if I have free time, is get really fucking stoned and like play like Zelda or something because it's such a good escape to
Oh, and
just
you can,
not
like,
think
go
about
fishing,
shit.
And you can ride the horse and stuff. Oh, I love that.
It's so good. It's so
To
good.
play the little flute.
Yeah, exactly. Ocarina.
Peaceful.
Well, she's going back to 64
Sorry,
days.
Ocarina. Sorry.
I'm talking about Tears of the Kingdom, but that's okay. You know what? Ocarina is still one of the best games ever made. So you know what? I'm gonna give you a high five because I love that
Thanks.
game.
I actually know a game. Thank you.
But
Used to be a
yeah,
gamer
so
girl.
I've been playing some games. I've been getting stoned. I've been trying to just shut my brain off, going through things. You know what I mean? It's hard out here for a pimp.
I know. That's
like-
why I watch shitty movies on
I don't
But
know
that doesn't
why.
help you, clearly.
I haven't wanted to just like sit and watch. I've been wanting to just play and escape.
I will say at least that is one plus for Body of Brighton Rock is I was so mad at that movie I forgot the
How mad you are at real life.
yeah
He was distracted with the bears of life.
yes
Yeah, that movie sucks. And I saw that. I want to say it was on Prime when I saw it. And yeah, I didn't bring it up ever because it was so bad.
You know what is so shitty is that a movie like that, which whatever, shout out to the people that made it and everyone that's in it and benefiting from it. But how does a movie like that keep on getting passed from streaming platform to streaming platform? And then these platforms are either like totally nixing absolutely unique new content. They're like, after a season, they're like, oh no, fuck off. When everyone loves it and they're waiting
Yeah.
for it, so they do that. But then they fucking bring shit like that back, or they don't actually go out and try to shop like quality content from people and like content makers and stuff. It's pretty shitty of you guys.
Yeah.
Gotta say.
Also, there was like multiple moments in that movie where it could have gone in a really cool direction. Like it could have been the beginning of a zombie outbreak movie where like the body gets up and it's like, oh fuck, and then she's stuck in the woods with with patient zero, and like what does she do?
Well-
like they could have gone so many ways
She
with
would have
it.
maced it and died.
Yeah.
I think what happened with this movie was it starts off with an Oingo Boingo song.
What's
Dead
wrong with
Man's
that?
Party.
Yeah.
Nothing's wrong with that. It's probably pretty expensive.
To buy the rights
They
to the
spent all their money on
So
the
I
music
think
rights.
Most of the budget went to that. They're like, they kept like, they're like, look, we can have Oingo Boingo or we can have more bear. What do you want? And they're like, Oingo Boingo.
Clearly,
So
that's
it's
their
like-
decision.
we paid this Russian guy $600 to borrow his bear for like 3 hours.
You're just like,
But we paid $175,000 to have this as our opening song.
what's the song?
Dead Man's Party.
Oh.
Yeah. That and I was like, oh, okay, we're
know
starting off with
what?
Oingo
It's
Boingo. Number one, I was like, this movie must have a budget. Number two, I was like, great song.
Number 3, wrong.
Yeah, and
I'm
then
wrong.
go.
We blew all the budget on the boingo. Forgot the bear.
Oingo Bongo
Hey.
is happy.
Can't blame
Oingo
him.
boingo.
You guys,
Yes.
I need you to watch this movie. Now I know how you guys feel when I don't ever watch any of the movies that you guys talk about.
Oh,
Saltburn.
okay.
Holy shit.
You saw this?
It is,
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, it's not necessarily a horror movie, but it's definitely kind of, it gives you like anxiety watching it. Twists and turns, kind of mysterious. Almost like kind of an Eat the Rich type theme to it.
I like that.
It's set in Oxford, starts in Oxford. You know, we have Jacob Elordi in it.
I don't
Who's
know who
that?
that is.
What? From Euphoria? The tall guy, the guy that just played Elvis Presley in Priscilla? Please. Lord almighty.
I hate
Austin
Euphoria.
Butler?
No!
is he
Jacob
the-
Elordi.
Oh.
Is he the hot popular guy?
He's really tall, yeah. He's got
The
black
main
hair.
the main hot popular guy?
in Euphoria.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, sir.
Oh, I hate
Good
that
job.
guy.
Yeah, he's horrible in that. But so he's one of the main characters. Who's the Irish guy that's been in a lot of different things?
Oh, you're
Liam
talking
Neeson.
about Conan O'Brien.
Oh, I hate you guys so much.
Nice dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. Colin Farrell.
Let me just
Is he
say,
Irish? He's
Orlando
Irish.
Bloom.
We're just gonna name Irish dudes.
I don't
Okay.
think he's Irish. He might be Scottish. I
The
don't
guy that played Mad Eye Moody in Harry Potter.
Oh, good one, good one, good one.
Barry Keoghan or Keoghan, or
I
however
have
you want to
no
say
idea who
it
that
with
is.
Irish.
Oh, he plays. He was the Joker in the Batman.
Oh, yeah,
baby.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Yeah, he's
oh
gonna be
God,
the.
don't.
We already broke it. We already said. I knew it. You guys said we weren't ever gonna say it, and I knew it.
I didn't mention that, man. I mentioned the Joker.
Okay, so let me just say, this movie has. It's a good movie. You should watch it. It's pretty artsy. You know, you get pretty like into the characters and like what the hell's going on. It's really weird because you're like, oh, you're kind of getting an inside look into like really, really rich people. I'm talking about like they live in like a castle. They're basically like earls, or I don't know what the hell they are.
Is this modern times?
Modern times, yes.
But they're
maybe like I think it's set kind of like early 2000s based off of like the songs that they play and some of the references that they're making. They're watching Superbad like all together and like laughing in like one point. So I think it's like set in early 2000s. If anyone has seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. But there are a couple scenes that you are just watching and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Like it is out of pocket. Like,
Damn.
okay,
it
so
is-
not like Fear and Loathing. What the fuck's going on?
no, it is like,
This is like
am I watching what I'm watching right now?
Is it like Human Centipede? What's going on?
No, because it's not horror and it's not like, well,
Gross.
I mean, some of it is kind of gross in like different ways, but it's like, you guys, you have
I'll
to
watch
watch
it this weekend.
I really want to like, I want to
might
give you,
watch it
I want to
tonight.
give you an example.
I might.
I want to give you one example of like one of these scenes, but I feel like I'm gonna kind of spoil it.
Don't spoil nothing.
It's not gonna spoil it, but it's you're gonna be like, okay, then you're gonna get an idea
Okay,
of
yeah,
like,
we'll go in. Well, I want the same
Yeah, I'm
effect
gonna
that
go
yeah,
you
I
had,
want you guys to go in blind.
where you just got hit.
Please
in
watch
the
this
face.
movie.
Saltburn. What's it on?
I cannot
Prime.
wait for you. Yeah, it's on
Prime.
Amazon Prime. I think it's a Prime original. I cannot wait because I know you guys are going to be texting me as soon as you see
Ooh.
the ones that like the
Ooh.
scenes
Okay.
that I'm talking about.
After Zoo Lights tonight, I may just have to give it an old
Well,
watch.
you just give it a little watch.
I might just have to.
Yeah, and also like let me just say like too, and you know, being middle class, I guess you could say. Seeing like insights of like rich people and like their parties and like what they think is like normal and stuff is just so insane to me.
Oh yeah.
Like they have like a footman in their house, which I thought was only like in bright, like in
What's a
like in like
footman?
Down
Downton Abbey.
Abbey. Like that was like in like early 1900s,
I don't
like
even know what
butlers
that
and
is.
stuff
Like
like.
a butler.
They have
Oh,
like butlers
oh,
and stuff like
yeah.
in modern days. I'm like, I didn't think that was
Jesus.
an actual thing.
Well, Batman
Their
does
house
it.
is insane. They're like, this is the blue room. This is the green room. They have like all these like rooms. This is the library. This is the second library. This is the dining hall. This is this. And I'm like, Jesus
Like they're
Christ.
just so
so
not
rich.
attached to
So rich. Everyone,
from,
yeah.
like reality. Wow, that's crazy.
Okay, but that is not even like the biggest thing. It's just
Okay,
there are some
Saltburn.
scenes.
It's one to watch.
You guys,
We'll
like,
watch and
give 'em-
report back.
It's I was literally like you were saying like you were like what the fuck as you're watching. I literally screamed like I like was in my living room by myself. I'm like, no fucking way. I was like, what
Oh,
the
I
fuck?
love it. Yeah,
I might watch it tonight.
That's what I was
I
saying.
think you guys need to because I
All right.
really I might watch it again.
Okay.
Just to like
and then next week we'll be
punish
doing
myself.
this.
Yeah.
We'll be sitting there going, "Oh my god."
yeah, you guys are gonna be like
Hey, remember what was that movie you talked about last week? Or I'm sorry, maybe it was 2 weeks ago. It was Let the what the fuck was that title called?
I don't know.
It was something. In fact, you actually might have been one that you watched. I'm gonna have to look it up
Look it up.
because my sister watched it,
I don't know.
And I haven't watched it yet. And
I can't remember yesterday.
I know, me
2
too.
weeks ago,
Me
so.
too, dude. I'm so bad. All right, here we go. She said, I'm about halfway through the movie Leave the World Behind.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one they.
She said, does it get even creepier like a horror movie? LOL. I'm freaked out as fuck already. I don't know why.
The way that you described it, though, didn't seem like it was like that freak outable.
No.
Okay.
It wasn't freak outable. It was more like,
This makes you think.
It wasn't freaky. She said she was already freaked out.
Freaky
And I was like,
deaky.
ooh. And I was like, haha, I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. And she was like, oh, shit. And I was like, yeah.
She ruined it for you.
No. I just meant like, sorry. Usually she never watches horror movie. That's probably why she thought it was creepy too.
Oh,
She
it's
hates
like-
horror. She's like one of those people that with spicy food that thinks ketchup is spicy. You know? And they're like, oh, I
She's
don't
British.
know. She yeah.
Your sister just is
Yeah, she's a Brit.
British.
all right.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys knew this, but I'm actually related to British royalty.
Wow. Could have fooled us.
I did watch a movie.
Okay.
It's called Stardust.
All right.
Did you ever see it?
No.
I did watch a movie.
It
Is this
wasn't
the
a horror
David
movie.
Bowie movie?
No. So it's
That was the highest I think I've ever seen you like say something and like pause. And you're like, it's called Stardust. Like expecting a big reaction of like, what
This
do you
was
want us
a
to do with
sleeper
that?
film. This is like,
Oh.
you guys remember Treasure Planet from Disney?
Yes.
Okay, that movie is like really well praised to the cult following it has because it just didn't get big for whatever reason. I think Stardust is that. I think it is because it's like a sleeper hit. It's kind of almost like a grim fairy tale telling of a fairy tale. So it's like almost like Princess Bride, where it's not really a kids movie because there's jokes that kids won't get, but it's kind of a kids movie. Anyways, it's real. It's like live action, and it's about this star that falls to Earth, and the star ends up being a person. It's like she's like a human, and these three witches, much like the Hocus Pocus, these three witches want to steal her youth, and because they're all nasty, haggy, wrinkly bitches, and so they want to like kill her and steal her youth to stay beautiful and shit. But then this guy, it starts this whole magical adventure, and it's actually like pretty good.
Who's
and
in it?
Fucking, you remember the girl from Terminator 3, the one with the redhead, the veterinarian.
Claire Danes?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a redhead. She has that
Claire
face
Danes.
that she always does.
Yeah.
Her eyes get all big. That's her. She's in there.
Okay.
She's the star.
Okay.
But then,
She's the star that falls?
guess what?
What?
Robert De Niro plays a gay pirate.
I know this movie now.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna know if
Is
I
it this-
said that.
Is this the movie where they kill God?
Whoa.
There was like some movie that came out. It was either that movie or like maybe it was a different movie, but it came out at the same time and people were mad about it. There was like, you can't
No.
kill God.
That was
Like,
that
movie,
was
like-
that was The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, and then the Golden Compass, because the Golden Compass is
Okay.
supposed to be like the satanic version
Gotcha.
of the that's what you're
So Robert
thinking
is a
of.
gay pirate in this?
Robert.
Claire Danes?
I mean, yeah, fucking yeah. It's
Okay.
I forgot the main guy. He's a hunk. He's just some hunky dude.
Ooh, a hunky man.
He's a
The
hunky
face
boy.
you're talking
I
about
like a hunky boy.
that she makes.
In like everything, when she's always like scared or confused, her eyes get really
would have
big,
never-
and her
They
nostrils
do.
kind of flare.
Dude, she was on
Well, yeah, when you're
um,
scared.
I'm just saying, it's kind of.
She was on that show Homeland,
I don't know,
and it was like every episode she was like that. Homeland was like
she has like a very like intense eyebrow too. She like. Yeah, I don't know. You'll know
Yeah.
if you see her movies and stuff. But anyways, I thought it was a really fun movie. I thought it was like great. I also watched Hook for the first time.
What?
Holy fucking shit.
First time?
Dude, yeah, because I was like, I don't want live people. I
Brian.
wanted cartoons. But
Yeah.
then I just watched it like a month ago and was like,
So anytime anyone said Rufio or anything like that, you never knew what the fuck
no
they were
one's ever
talking
said that. I don't
Hook
think.
is complete now because I think
But
you're
I
the
get
last
it.
person.
I get it now.
about. See, now you get it.
Dude, Hook is so good.
Hook was so fucking good. But
So
also,
good.
so shout outs to Hook. But I watched Stardust. That was the movie that I saw.
All right.
It's fun. It's worth the watch. Like I wouldn't. It's it takes things from all kinds of different movies, but it's a little funny. It's fun. It's
okay.
actiony. It's very Hook-ish, where you're like, oh, this is a fanciful, weird journey, and it's pretty bizarre, but it's fun.
I like Hook.
Well, you guys are talking about like you're saying movies that could potentially be for kids or adults.
Yes.
Speaking of things for kids, a couple versions of Mickey Mouse have their trademark has ended, so they're able to be used, and so now everyone is coming out of the woodwork using things, including there's going to be a Mickey Mouse slasher film.
There's a slasher film and a video game. Now, to clarify, it's not Mickey Mouse.
It's Steamboat Willie.
It's Steamboat Willie Mickey Mouse. So like,
it's only two. It's like this. It's very specific versions that you can use.
It's Mickey Mouse from Steamboat Willie and Plain Crazy. So like Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, from those cartoons.
Back when their eyes were like a little, like a big Pac-Man, because they had the little triangle,
and
cut
like the
into
nose
it.
is like a little longer. Yeah.
Before Mickey had pupils.
But like people were ready. Like there's already a movie and already a video game done.
They were literally counting down the days
So, like,
they could release their.
like release the announcements and trailers and stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, literally they did it the day that the public domain ended for it. Because I guess in the or in the United States it's only 95 years for public domain.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like there's a lot of stuff coming up too that's like will blow your mind.
Because they did that with Pooh.
Dude.
They did Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
And now they're doing it with Mickey Mouse.
You got any ghost stuff going on today?
We
Chelsea?
have an entry from one of our listeners.
We have a ghost listener story.
I love when our listeners give us stories. That's my favorite thing in the world. Did you read it ahead of time?
I did not.
Uh-oh.
So I have no idea.
Uh-oh. Make sure it doesn't have any like bad
either.
words
We're all
in
going
it.
to this blind.
Just like make
There's
sure.
There's gonna be lots of. I'm gonna add the bad
dropping
words just for you.
F-bombs and racial slurs.
Who sent this thick boy derp?
Yeah, from our Discord.
Thick
Shout
boy.
out, thick boy. You know we love the thick boys in here. The thick boys is what we do.
Hashtag. How do you do a hashtag like that?
What the hell
Big
were you
boys.
doing? He's like, how do you do? What is? So this story takes place while he was on vacation in Georgia with his family. He says, when I was around 10 years old, we were staying at my aunt's and uncle's place. So let me give you a quick layout of the house where the event happened.
Okay. I'm going to close my eyes.
Yeah, let's
and
visualize this.
I'm going to get
I'm not going
into
to close
this.
my eyes because I have to read.
Okay.
You come into the house through the front door. On the right is my uncle's office. Oh, which by the way, his uncle's name is Steve Rogers. How funny. American Dad.
Oh.
Steve Rogers.
Got it.
Oh, no. That's the son, right?
Steve, yeah.
Okay, but also Captain America.
Yeah, Captain America.
Yeah, Captain America.
I don't know either.
There
I
is
think that's a
no-
name. I think the son on American Dad, Steve.
Is Steve, yeah.
Yeah, Steve Rogers.
You're right. Little dorky kid.
There you go. Okay, so on the right is his uncle's office. We're not going to get distracted by the name.
Okay.
On the left is a set of stairs that you took to the bedrooms.
Mm-hmm.
You visualizing?
Yeah.
One of the bedrooms was at the end of a catwalk.
Oh.
And on the catwalk, you can see the
I don't know what
front
a
door and
catwalk
is. On
my
the
uncle's
catwalk.
office. Okay, so
That's what models walk down.
I know that, but I'm trying to
it's
picture
like
that in a
like
cabin.
a hallway. Think of like a hallway.
Oh, okay.
So you can from the door of the bedroom, you can look down basically
Office.
into the foyer.
Yeah.
You can see
It's like a landing.
front door, and you can see office door.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, one night, I was going to bed and was sharing my cousin's room, which was at the end of the catwalk. So as I'm on the catwalk, I look to the right towards the front door area,
Yes.
and I see a gray silhouette that looks like a Civil War soldier rushing out of my uncle's office and starts to run up the stairs.
Oh, hell no.
What?
Fuck
him
that.
outta here, man.
Towards him.
No.
Now, there was no one in my uncle's office at the time. My mom and aunt were in the living room, and my dad and uncle were in the kitchen, nowhere near the office. So being the young derp I was at the time, I let out the highest pitched scream my little terrified self could manage.
That's decent. Oh, there you go. It's probably more like that. Probably more like that.
I don't even know if I would scream or not. I feel like I'd be so scared that I'd be like,
you just kind of stop breathing for a sec.
probably
I'm
just-
running
I'd probably
towards
just
those
die.
stairs.
Towards them?
Yeah.
You're going to go
Why?
towards him?
I'm going to meet it and just. Yeah!
He
Whoa,
stabs
like
you with a bayonet.
Like that guy that tackled that judge. I'm going to just like.
Okay.
I'm gonna,
I want to talk about that because that guy.
that'll be me. But then there's a ghost, so I'll just slam into the wall.
No, you'll hit the stairs and tumble down and die.
Probably. And then I'll be a ghost.
And then you'll like bear hug him, and then you'll like.
I watched a movie. I knew it. I knew I watched a movie.
I'm not done with the story.
Sorry. It just hit me. Go ahead.
So he let out a tiny little terrified scream.
I knew it.
But he got all of the attention of the adults in the house who came to check on him. Well, I told them all what happened, and I don't want to say they dismissed what I saw, but they definitely gave me the parenting reason of just being tired and it being my imagination. Then my dad promptly started roasting me for screaming like a girl, and everyone laughed.
Oh, damn.
Good times.
Got roasted.
Boom.
You know what? You should have just
Thanks,
had Tony there, and he
Dad.
would have fought the ghost,
Yeah.
the Civil War ghost.
Dude,
Which you
would've
told
just
him, you're
body
like,
slammed
hey,
him.
you are a racist.
Well,
I guess
I
it
don't
doesn't
know.
say if it was
Yeah,
which
what-
one.
what side
I'm
is-
assuming that is since it's Georgia.
You think it's a bad ghost?
Yeah, I think
Maybe
it's
he
a
was
Confederate.
a Union soldier coming to
Ooh,
get
yeah.
his Confederate ghosts and trying to get him.
But that's a crazy thing to see, and especially it's one thing to see a silhouette standing at the doorway, like that's far away, but to like have something coming up at you.
And well, yeah, for it moving like that, but also with everybody home. Usually it's
Yeah,
like
it's
the
late at
middle of the night,
night.
everyone's asleep.
No one's
like,
around.
It's just broad, like right there in not daylight,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
But anyway, so we have a true creep of the week. His name is Anatoly Moskvin, the genius Russian historian who collected dead girls like dolls. So he was considered an expert on local cemeteries. I'm not even going to try to say that word.
What?
Somewhere in Russia.
Who's an
But it
expert on
turned-
local? How do you
it's
be
Russia.
an expert? You memorize
It's
the
Russia.
names?
They have. There's nothing
or
to
he
do
just
up there.
knows geologically where they
He
are?
just hangs out in the
Yeah.
cemeteries.
I need to know more.
Well, you're in luck. So he was a local cemetery expert, but it turned out he was digging up deceased children and turning them into living dolls.
Oh my god. Ew. Oh.
Okay, so it turns out he was a self-proclaimed expert and
That
dubbed
makes
himself
sense. That makes more sense.
a necropolist.
Ew.
It's in quotes, so I don't think that's a real word. I think it's like a George W. Bush word.
A George
I'm a
W.
necropolist.
A George W. Bush word. One of them necropolizers.
I'm a necropolizer. You knew exactly what I was saying.
Exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about.
He's
That
like
was almost too good.
I just practiced it with my bush, like
doing your butt.
That's why.
Do the fool me once quote.
I don't remember what he said.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on. He like doesn't get
Oh
it,
my
and then he's like, fool me
God.
3 times,
Oh,
and he's like, I don't know.
It's
That's
bad.
why I wish you
That's
knew
bad.
it. Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up so you can
That's
do it.
bad.
All right, in 2011, the historian was arrested after the bodies of 29 girls between the ages of 3 and 25 were found mummified in his apartment. He had 29. The smell, first of
how
all.
no one saw him drag 29 bodies into his apartment ever, not once? Oh,
I don't
ew,
know.
and like babies and like, oh, and he dug them up. They were already, oh my God. Oh my God.
So he attributes his obsession with his expertise, his necrolipalistic ways. Necrolipist. What did I say?
Necrolipolistic.
Necrolistic ways.
Califragilisticexpialidocious.
So when he was he was young, he was like 13 years old or whatever. He was on the way to school, and these guys were on the way to a funeral of 11-year-old and dragged him along to her coffin where they forced him to kiss the girl's corpse.
What?
So it sounds like, I kissed her once, then again. The girl's grieving mother then put a wedding ring on Anatoly's finger and a wedding ring on her dead daughter's finger.
What the fuck is going on with these people?
Wait, so the family's the creep of the week.
I mean, this is he's 13 years old. This dead girl's 11. I don't know what the hell's
Maybe
going
it's like
on.
her dream to be married, and he's like, "Hey, marry my dead daughter."
Yeah, so he said it led to a belief in magic and ultimately a fascination with the dead.
What the?
Who knows if this story is true or not, because that sounds really crazy.
So crazy.
Okay, so he began wandering through cemeteries and school. He got an advanced degree in Celtic studies, mythology, mastered 13 languages. So, I mean, this man was
13?
13 languages. I didn't even know there was 13
dang,
languages.
I can't even
Yeah.
do one good. See?
So he would just roam from cemetery. I can't even do one good.
I can't even do one goodly. How am I supposed to do 13?
It's more better.
It's more better.
So he was so obsessed, like, because obviously he was a cemetery expert. He would just wander, like walk 20 miles per day, wandering from cemetery to cemetery, sometimes sleeping on hay bales and drinking rainwater from puddles. Who is letting this guy in cemeteries, first of all?
This story is insane. Oh, it's Russia, though. Anything's possible in Russia.
Yes. I don't know, but he posted a documentary series of his travels and discoveries entitled Great Walks Around Cemeteries and What the Dead Said. They continue to be published in a weekly newspaper. So there's people publishing this madman. He even spent one night sleeping in a coffin ahead of a deceased person's funeral.
Bro.
So desecration of graves. Yeah. So in 2009, locals began to discover that the graves of their loved ones were completely dug up. Our leading theory was that it was done by some extremist organizations. We decided to beef up our police units and set up groups composed of our most experienced detectives who specialize in extremist crimes.
So, but somehow he got away with 30 bodies.
I guess
by
so.
himself, digging by hand. This is insane.
Okay, so this is kind of weird how they like got him too. So like in 2009, people are being like, hey, well, where's the body at? Which, how do they know?
Yeah, I was about to be like, how do they know?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't do a good job of burying them again, or like maybe he just left it open and then. There's not a lot of details in this story. I apologize, and I also didn't read it ahead of time, so we're all learning together. Okay, but the break came in the investigation following a terrorist attack in Moscow, where shortly afterward, authorities heard reports of Muslim graves being desecrated in the same place that he was at.
Okay.
Investigators were led to a cemetery where someone was painting over the pictures of dead Muslims, but not damaging anything else. This is where Anatoly Moskvin was finally caught. 8 police officers went to his apartment after they apprehended him at the graves of the Muslims to gather evidence. So he lived with his parents in a small apartment. He reportedly was lonely and something of a pack rat, obviously. Inside, the authorities found life-size doll-like figures throughout the apartment. The figures resembled antique dolls. They were fine, buried in clothing. They had makeup on. But they weren't dolls. They were mummified corpses of the girls. When police moved one of the bodies, it played music.
What the fuck?
Like as if like he had
put like
it set
one of those
up.
little Build-A-Bear things inside
Or
of him?
like, like a carousel, like horse, where I guess so. Inside the chest of many
Like
of
a
the dolls,
music
Moskvin
box.
had embedded music boxes.
Oh my fucking God, dude.
He had manuals. He had pictures and photographs of the gravestones, maps of the local cemeteries. Yeah, and so obviously a lot of the clothes that they had were the ones that they were buried in. But yeah, this is pretty crazy. One mummy had a piece of her own gravestone with her name scrawled inside her body.
Oh, what the fuck?
A dried human heart was found inside a third body. Another one contained a hospital tag with a date and cause of the girl's death. Like, how is he getting this stuff? How's no one, honestly, and he's living with his parents? I don't know. He also had inserted button eyes or toy eyes into the girls' eye sockets so that they could watch cartoons with him.
Oh, yeah, baby. Ooh, that's disgusting. Ugh. Like, it's a small apartment. It's already him and his mom and all their stuff. And now, can you even fit 30 people standing in that apartment? How did he fit all the bodies, unless they were in pieces?
Well, it said that he loved the girls, except for a few of the girls that he threw into the garage because he came to dislike them.
They would watch fucking cartoons with him or something?
Yeah, they didn't like Ren and Stimpy,
Yeah.
so he was like, ah!
Yeah, he just said that he
To the
was really
garage with
lonely.
you.
That's why he decided to do it. His biggest dream was to have children, and the adoption agencies wouldn't let him because he didn't make enough money.
I'm just going to say this. Any self-proclaimed cemetery expert, I'm already watching you. Like, you're on a list
Brian's
automatically. Like, I don't know about this guy. Why? Why would you be an expert
I don't know.
of what? There's nothing to be an expert of.
I mean, it could be interesting. Like if he truly was a historian, I mean, it sounds like he was very smart in other ways. Obviously, there was some mental stuff going on because he also was saying that he's waiting for science to find a way to bring him back to life and that he would use salt and baking soda to preserve them and even celebrated their birthdays with them like as if they were his like own children. So there wasn't anything. So it's nefarious, obviously, but there wasn't anything
malicious
like that.
He was
going
just
on as
messed
far as
up
we
in
know.
the head. He just had trauma or something that really, really fucked him up.
Yes, and so his mom, who was 76 years old at the time, said, "We saw the dolls, but we did not suspect that they were dead bodies. We thought it was just a hobby to make such big dolls and did not see anything wrong with it."
I guess. Honey, there's 30 of them. Can you please just like move one? I can't even barely get to the
After
bathroom.
10, you should have been like, hey.
We should probably slow down.
Yeah, like why are you letting him bring so many? That's like even if you didn't know it was a dead body, or you didn't know it was a dead body.
The smell, the dirt, the decomposition. How is he doing this? He
stuffed the bodies. Yeah, he stuffed the bodies with rags.
Where is he doing this?
And
in
then
the bathtub?
preserve them with bodies like salt and baking soda. Like that doesn't preserve bodies.
Does he bring it into? Does he do all the work and then just bring the finished product up the stairs and like,
I don't know,
here you
but
go,
this
Mom?
is what they looked like.
Oh my fucking God, that looks like cake batter. Holy shit, that's
well, it's
horrifying.
not cake batter, it's baking soda. And tights.
It looks like you just
like
put
wrap
some
around.
like you're making pancakes and you put some fruit in it. That's what that looks like.
It doesn't look like a dead body, you know?
Yeah,
But
it looks
the
like
smell's
something
gotta
worse.
Okay, but the neighbors were shocked. They said that he was, of course, quiet. You know, they always say that they're quiet. But a rancid smell emanated from his apartment whenever he opened the door. A neighbor chalked it up to the stink of something that rots in basements. You guys, please.
I have no words.
I don't know. Some of these, then it does go on to say many of the articles enlighten his sensual interest in deceased young women. So maybe it was weird.
I mean,
I don't know. Anyways, he's
I don't
a
care what
certified
they
creep of the
say.
week.
Like,
If you have a roommate,
you don't do that shit.
I don't care if you're 80 years old. I don't care if you're 17 years old. You have a roommate or a brother or a son, whatever. And they start bringing in these crazy big dolls in an already small apartment.
Yeah.
You're just being like, what the fuck are you doing?
Like,
Take those somewhere else.
Age 25. Like, that's a full-grown adult doll. Like, come on.
Life size, too.
Yeah, you know,
A lot of them, I guess, and they range from 3 years old to 29. That is
25, I think.
Oh, 25, yeah. Yeah, because there's 29. Imagine just, and this, okay, so I thought maybe he found a way to not have the smell until later in the article when it does say that there was a smell. How are your parents just sitting there being like, son, we're glad that you have a hobby. We're proud of you. Good job. Oh, you walked to the cemetery today and you have a doll today as well?
You're an expert.
Wow.
Great job. Man.
That's our creep of the week.
Russia.
Anatoly.
You gotta get your shit together. What
Brian?
the fuck? Yeah, what's up?
Get us out of here.
Get us out of here.
Get us out of
Dude,
this
I'm about
episode.
to eat some fucking pizza.
Dude, I've been sitting here smelling that
Zeke's
pizza.
pizza's killing me.
You are the closest to it.
So, shout outs to Zeke for being our producer as always. And shout outs to, I don't know, you guys for just being dandy.
Thanks.
And I was talking to the listeners, but that's okay. Wow. Jeez,
I was gonna
awkward.
say shout out to you too, Brian.
No, man.
Take it back.
It's all about our fans, all about the listeners. We love y'all.
Yes. Happy New Year.
Happy
We
New
hope everyone had a
Year.
safe, happy, healthy New Year. It's 2024 on to bigger and brighter things. And remember, it's never too late to start over. You don't have to just start over the new year.
Wow.
And that's
right.
it.
What a positive, great message.
Yeah.
Right after all that
Starting
nasty corpse desecration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corpse
Bodies make
desecration.
me positive.
Yeah.
It's all bodies.
Let's start a metal name.
Okay.
Corpse desecration.
I like it. What did you
Desecration.
call? No.
Corpse desecration.
The metal band name is your George Bush. What did he say? What did he call the guy?
Oh, fucking you call a necropolizer? A necropolizer?
Necropolist?
Yeah, that's our name.
Necropolizer. Oh, I'm just picturing all of our fans are just like 50-year-old women.
That should be the name of our Scaredycast fans.
Necropolizers?
Necropolizers.
Jesus
Yeah, what do
Christ.
you think,
Goodbay,
huh?
everyone.
No?
Good night.
No.
See you next
Scaredycast.com.
week.
It's
Remember,
better than what
we'll
their names
see
were on the other show.
Thursday, January 18th, Majestic Theater in Tempe for a showing of Orca. It's the killer whale.
Yeah, and you get to meet Orca.
Wait.
And you guys
to
get free
meet
art
Orca.
if you show up. You
Free
get a free
art.
poster. Come check it out. Come see us. Watch this movie. It's going to be insane. It's got the original Dumbledore in it. And he's fighting a fucking killer whale. I was already sold at that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's OG Dumby.
OG
Door.
Dumby fight Orky.
Goodbye, everybody.
Good night.